Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this next video, you're going to be truly impressed knowing the difference between good debt and bad debt. So over the next few minutes, you're going to figure out why it's important to be in good debt if you're a business owner or an investor. So let's dive right in. Hear me out. There we go. Talk to you soon. All right, welcome back. This is a great question here. So the question that I was raising earlier, this is what I was talking about. Imagine you're a financial analyst and you have 20 years of experience in helping business owners to start their own business or the one they're already in and help them to generate capital. So if they come to you and say, hey, you know what, I don't want to borrow money and get in debt, and build my business, but that the only way they can secure capital and get the funds, that's what they need to build their business. So how would you persuade them? And I said to ChatGPT, give examples of good debt and bad debt. So here's the answers. Let's dive in. You're going to love this content. So as a financial analyst, with extensive experience, it's important to approach this situation with empathy and understanding while providing clear insight about the role of debt in business. Here's how I would persuade them. First of all, number one, I would clarify the concept of good debt and versus bad debt. Good debt is a typical type of debt, is an investment that is expected to increase the value or generate long-term income. Examples, here's what it includes. Number one, business loans used to purchase equipment or technology that increases productivity. And I can use this and add, even ChatGPT doesn't know this, but I can add my intelligence saying not just for equipment and technology, but also knowledge, experience. Think about it. If you hired somebody that has 20 years or 30 years of experience of a topic that they can help you build a business from, consulting, that's also great knowledge for you. Number two, mortgages for commercial and real estate that can appreciate over time and generate rental income. Okay, that's if you have a bricks and mortar business and that's what you're getting into. This is the one I was talking about. Educational loans for training employees, which enhances skill and improve overall business performance. And as you know, most of us here are looking for that knowledge, that experience, because what happens? You elevate yourself when you get to that level. Now, bad debt is debt that does not contribute directly to increasing value in terms of financially, I would say, money-wise, and can be detrimental to financial health, such as high-interest credit cards that use debt for everyday expenses. Everyday expenses. It doesn't say for business. It says everyday expenses without clear return on investment. So remember, anytime you borrow money, your goal here is to generate income back. So even if it's a high-interest loan, like 20%, 30%, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be paying for that loan for years. You're going to make the money and pay it off. So think about the amount of return you can get. Personal loans with strategic business purposes that do not offer financial benefits. Number two, emphasize the importance of leverage. Now, this is a very important point I want to expand on. Explain how using debt strategically can amplify returns. For example, if they invest in a quality machinery with a loan, I can replace this for you internet marketers. How about if you invested into an ad campaign that would generate thousands of people opting into your landing page and possibly purchasing your product? Just replace that. The increased production or the increased conversions, I can use that here, capacity can lead to higher profits, especially if you have a high margin of profit built into your product that you're launching, okay? More than offsetting the cost of interest cost. Number three, discuss financial flexibility. Point out that not securing a loan may limit their growth of opportunities. For instance, they might miss out on a lucrative contract that requires upfront investment in resources that can be financed through a loan. Now, here's an example. What if there was a time of the year where a product online would make you quite a bit of money, but you didn't want to borrow money to launch that product? For example, for marketing, you say, I don't want to spend $5,000 on ad spend. Okay, it's too much money to borrow. But get this: if that product has a high margin of profit and it's the perfect time of the year to do it, it's a good idea, isn't it? So you have to look at the numbers, the ROIs. Number four, illustrate with real life examples. So example,
you'll see some people here that have already shown you, like Seth Traub has talked about that you can actually, he's made $100,000 in 3 months. Okay, now imagine he made $100. What if he got a loan for $40,000, but he was paying 20% interest on it? So what if he was paying 20% interest on it instead of his payments, being, let's say, $500? Okay, it's $600 a month instead of $500, an extra $100 a month. But he only needed it for 3 months. So in 3 months, he paid an extra $300 instead of $500. So he paid $600 a month. That's $300 more. So think of your ROI. You always want to think about the money coming back to you, not so much the money that's going out of your pocket. Because if the money's coming back to you is higher, then you want to take the money and use it, right? It's a gift. If you can get a loan, even if it's a hybrid, it's a gift, because the lending institute knows that they have to make money too. So it's a win-win for everybody. Take that. I hope it makes sense. I'll talk to you again on the next call. Take care.